All right, Jay, I want to play a little bit of For Real Fugazi with you. This is very simple. I'm going to name a Western Conference team. You're going to tell me whether or not they are for real, which is a threat to the Thunder in a 7-game series in the playoffs, or Fugazi in the sense where it's like, you know what? There's no way the Thunder are losing to this team in a 7-game series. Are you ready?
I was born ready for it.
All right, here we go. For Real Fugazi, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
For real. Ant-Man is a legitimate threat to just national security in general. That dude is it, man. I'm just saying. You don't let him go to a foreign country and let them get a hold of him. That man right there, dog. Yeah, Ant-Man is it. Hopefully they get smart enough to start dumping some of those big dudes who ain't worth anything. You can't have 14 feet of disappointment running around on the court, dog. No, it's just not worth it.
That sounds wrong. Jeez. They had some value in there, but okay. Overall, for real.
All right.
For Real or Fugazi, the Dallas Mavericks.
Didn't they just pick up Klay Thompson?
They picked
up another old person. Fugazi. They're Fugazi. Now, at this point, dog, you just add another old dude that does not like the idea that he now has a role. You've got somebody that does not like the idea that, unfortunately, his game is no longer going to translate at a certain point, right? Because he's going to try to drive. He's going to try to play defense, but he's now a traffic cone. That's 2 traffic cones on your team. Is that good?
Well,
no.
So they did beat the Thunder last year in the playoffs. So you're saying they significantly got worse while the Thunder got better, and you're very confident that in a 7-game series, if it were to happen this year, Thunder are taking it.
Yes, because I don't think that we're going to shoot like awful like we did last year. I think some of the youth shakes off. And you bring in Alex Caruso, who's more veteran, who should be able to help with that portion of it. But you literally just picked up, because Luka's a traffic cone most games, and Klay is now a traffic cone because he's a shell of himself because of that replaced leg. Unless he's got like a Tony Stark Iron Man leg, that man's he's falling apart.
All right. Well, that's interesting. I thought you were going to say for real, just for the simple fact that they beat the Thunder last year, but I respect it.
That was last year.
That was last year. It's a whole new year.
That's not
exactly.
All right. We're all going to laugh together as I say this one. The Phoenix Suns, for real or Fugazi?
Fugazi. Man, are they gonna make the playoffs? If you can tell me, if you can guarantee they're making the playoffs, then we'll talk about
I do,
them.
Man. I think adding Tyus Jones actually was a big move for them. I'm not gonna lie. I do.
And that's fair. And that's a very fair assessment. I can't argue against that either. I think that was a big pickup to help them out, but they still got all the old people on their roster that don't like playing defense.
Kwab, where are you on Phoenix? I don't think we had a conversation about the Suns.
I think that if they're healthy, they'll be in the playoff. Okay. That's the if to me, because last year was like, how many games do all those the 3 players end up playing?
Right.
And it was a weird fit to begin with. And if you have no chemistry moving forward, like trying to play Bradley Beal or Devin Booker is your point, it's gonna look like that going to playoffs. But you can't underestimate how talented they are and like some of the role players they have too. That's the balance, I think. So I think if they're healthy, they'll be in the playoffs.
All right, moving on.
I love that if.
It's an if. It's an if.
Yeah, the West is tough, man. The West is tough.
Very.
Moving on, we have the Los Angeles Lakers, for real or Fugazi?
Fugazi.
LeBron, you are Fugazi.
Another team of old people that can't stay healthy. Right? Like, I don't trust your health until you show me that you can stay healthy. I say the same thing in college ball, NFL, NBA, unless you can show me that you can be healthy for a full season, I have zero thoughts in believing, because history shows you get hurt once and you're older, you're going to get hurt again. And again. And again. And again. It just happens, right? I woke up this morning, my back was tight. Right? It's just, you're old, bruh. It's what it is.
All right, moving on. The other LA team, the Los Angeles Clippers, for real or Fugazi?
Fugazi. Once again, because I would like to know. Let me ask this question: how many games does Kawhi Leonard play this season?
47. That's just the number that came to my head. I have no idea. Kwab, what do you think? Overall,
he's gonna play a game.
He's gonna play a single game.
I love the fact that you just said he's gonna play a game.
I don't know how many games.
Over under for all of us. Over under 60 games. Under. Under.
He's done that once
You're gonna
since
rest him, too.
2016.
Yeah, under. I feel like that's under.
And
He's done that once since 2016.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Once. That tells me everything. Now, last season was that year, but then he didn't play anymore later in the season, and then he didn't play in the Olympics. So, yeah, I'm going to go under, and that's where the problem lies for the Clippers. They screwed up not getting Paul George to come back, but also Paul George understood why he shouldn't come back. Why would I want to play for a team where the person that's supposed to be my sidekick or teammate or the leader of the team, whatever, he's never at work?
Yeah. So I'm out.
Can't do anything about that.
Can't do anything about that. All right. So let's just go trade. Let's go to Philadelphia where we have to rely on Joel Embiid's health. Makes sense. Next team, Sacramento Kings. For real or Fugazi?
Fugazi. Sacramento showed us that they were a one-hit wonder. They showed
even
us.
DeMar doesn't scare you. DeMar doesn't add anything to you. Does not move the needle.
DeMar is how old now?
76 years old.
Exactly. We have old people. We're at the point now, especially like in the DeMar DeRozan era, the Anthony Davis, LeBron, Kawhi, Paul George, where we have these dudes only by name. They're going to give you buckets, yes, but are they going to be able to give you buckets in a system that actually leads to W's? I do not believe it.
All right, and last but not least, the Denver Nuggets for real or Fugazi?
Oh, they're for real.
Okay.
Jokic is it. I mean, look, he's still young enough to where he's got 2 more years of peak before he starts really going down. Now, the one thing I'm asking about for Denver is Michael Porter Jr. Is he going to really be healthy and ball, or is he not going to be able to manage with the back, right? Jamal Murray always has out of his mind performances, and then he disappears.
And he hasn't looked good, man. He didn't look good in the Olympics. I know that doesn't really mean much for the NBA season.
Awful in the Olympics. Awful. And that's what it is. He wouldn't have his out of mind, performances like he typically does in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
That's what got the Nuggets that championship. That dude showed up and showed out.
And they still haven't replaced Bruce Brown, which is a weird thing to say. Like that role was
KCP. Then they lost KCP, but they added your favorite player, Russell Westbrook.
Oh God,
they added your favorite player.
All right, so this is where we're gonna end the show.
Added your man.
Look, man.